So nowadays, in this contemporary world, we're becoming aware of a lot of ethical issues that are coming about. They've arisen through our social structures and ideologies that we formed over this time. These include various things such as economic inequality, cloning, data sharing. Everything is proceeding into ethical issues of the future. Nonetheless, an ethical issue of the future that I personally find is often neglected and is often cannot be seen as having such a great impact is the intercommunication between individuals. Moreover, the lack of intercommunication that will derive in the future. This is primarily due to the flux of smartphones and communication and technological communication, which has been enabled through technology, social media, Facebook, everything. Um, this dilemma, moreover, is visualized in books, media forms, and so on, as showing the inability of individuals to communicate in a sensible, compassionate, and accurate manner. So, in the words of Albert Einstein, it has become appallingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. So, in short, this really means that the technology that has derived in our personal lifetime and that will continue to derive, especially in this flux into social communication, communication through technological advancements, will lead to the deterioration of social structure and in regards of their communication, the lack of communication that will derive from that. In order to figure this out and get different opinions, you will be hearing an interview from Scott Wu, a Wake Forest student, who moreover is quite prominent in his use of technology. And we'll talk about kind of this issue and a little bit what his personal opinion is.
I guess if you're looking at communication nowadays, a lot of people are like Skyping, FaceTiming, which is great because if I have relatives across the country or across the world, you can easily talk to them, and I think that's one of the benefits. But personal communication, I think it's going towards that with all these newest developments of like Uvu and like just like the enhancements Apple's making with FaceTime is really changing face-to-face interaction to more technology based. I mean, if you go to coffee shops, you can see people on their like iPads talking with friends, and it's really different nowadays compared to pre 2000s. I think the lack of, I guess, personal communication, as I kind of like addressed earlier, like the less face-to-face interaction, definitely has to stem from people getting more busy each and every day. I guess like in the business sense of world, people can't meet everyone in their advisory group, so they can have just a big meeting with just kind of like FaceTime or Skype. They can easily address all their questions and concerns without having to take time out of their day to go different places. They can take care of business at their home, in the office, without having to really go out of their way. As as a good development for, I guess, communication via like FaceTime and Skype, I think it's cool in the sense of connecting with people and keeping in touch, but as for like relationships and I guess getting to know people better, I think the face to face interaction is, I think it's more important because you can really read people and just get different gestures and vibes from talking to people live than from a computer screen, because sometimes people just hide or mask their emotions behind a computer screen, and they could technically not be focusing on you and you wouldn't be able to notice because, I mean, they're on a computer and then you're not really able to monitor what they're doing. So as a development purpose, I think communication with someone you care about and love is definitely face to face is more relevant, but business and just casual catch up, I think, you know, technology has really done a great deal for us. All right, my phone. I think honestly, I probably couldn't live without my phone today. I mean, there are times when you really like. I went on a retreat which where like 3 days I didn't have a phone, and it's a pretty liberating experience when you realize that you don't really need your phone after like the first day. But when you get back and you see all these messages and emails, it kind of like takes a toll on you and like creates kind of the stress factor because you don't want people to think you're ignoring them. And like technology has really made it really easy to connect with different people. And when we're in a technology age type thing, so it's like people expect you to respond, and when you don't, it's like it's awkward because I mean it's so easy to check your phone, and everyone always checks their phone, so it's weird. So I honestly would not be able to live without my phone.
So, as this interview or these opinions by Scott Wu further derive, they enhance the thesis or the idea that I presented earlier, relating to the fact that technology, although it has a lot of benefits to it, especially international communication, being present nowadays, um, being present all over the globe, it does derive great benefits. Yet on an personal communicational level, um, there really are some and major drawbacks that have derived and that will continue to derive as technology will continue to enhance in the future. So, in a sense, all I'm asking for, all I'm hoping for, is that in the future we will be more obvious of technology and not letting it influence our compassionate and personal communication that we are able to have nowadays.